Hi, this is Matt Kelly from the mirror.co.uk bike blog, and this is the Honda CB1000R. I've got a confession to make. I picked this up 2 weeks ago and drove it down the M4 back to the Mirror offices, and I hated every moment of it. I just swapped it for a Honda VFR, which is a big sports tourer, and I'd driven that for a couple of weeks, and we'd taken it up to Liverpool and driven it around town and had a fantastic time on it, and I was really convinced that the VFR was the bike for me, and I was really sorry to see that go. And I turned it in for this and took it onto the motorway at about 70 miles an hour, and the thing was pulling my arms off. It's got no protection at all. It's super fast. It's got a litre engine that's taken from the old 2007 Fireblade, so you know, its heritage is all about pure speed, and in fact the engine's been detuned in power, but it's been given kind of more grunt up front, so it's like ferociously fast in first gear. This machine will go from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It's faster 0 to 60 than the new Fireblade, and it's a remarkably quick machine. And to be honest with you, you know, I can see lots of people saying, fantastic, give me one, but I'm a little bit more sedate perhaps, and thought, my God, this thing is just ferocious. You know, it's like a Ricky Hatton of a bike. It is just bulging with muscular power, and to me it seemed a little bit aggressive for what I was looking for in a bike. There are other things that I'm not keen on, I must say. There's details on it, like this suede seat, which, yeah, I don't know who they have in mind when they decided to give it a nice little suede seat with blue stitching, a hairdresser perhaps, but I don't know what kind of person would want a suede seat on the back of a machine like this. And there's a curious little light at the front here, which I have no explanation. I'm sure Honda had a reason for it when they put it there, but funny little detailing. Stuff I really like. It's got a single swing arm, which gives it a really sort of sporty presence. It's got this great exhaust on the back, which is straight out of the new Fireblade. It's fantastically modern feel to it, and this kind of styling here, I think, is, as I was saying, very punchy, very aggressive. Not necessarily my thing. What's it like to ride? It is it's intimidating, to be honest with you. It's the latent power in this thing is quite scary, really. And when you twist the wrist, you really know you're on a fiercely powerful machine. You know, it feels like you are into a different zone, and it does a funny thing to you. You start riding the bike like the bike has been built to be ridden. It's a curious thing. It's the same with the VFR. VFR is a more stately experience, you know, and you ride that in a certain fashion. The Transalp I had before is a very sort of exciting, maneuverable bike. You ride that in a certain fashion, and this thing, because it's built for brutal speed, there are occasions when I've flicked the wrist and I thought, whoa, 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 whoa. Now I'm slightly out of my comfort zone. It has all the sports power and brutality, and yet it's got these nice wide handlebars for easy maneuverability, so that's slightly contradictory. But I have to say, 2 weeks into the experience, and I've started to really like it. I've started to become the kind of guy that might actually consider buying a CB1000R. And it occurs to me that biking, this is part and parcel of the problem with biking. One bike is never going to be enough. You know, if I want to drive up to Scotland or the Lake District, this isn't going to be the machine that will do it. But the machine that will take me to the Lake District isn't the best machine for scooting down to work and back and having fun in the sunshine like this, you know, on a beautiful day. It is. It certainly fills a gap in a market, but it's an emotional gap. It's not a gap that I think you can define by what you want the bike to do. It's the kind of bike that you look at, as James the cameraman said this morning when he first saw it, and said, now that's more down my street. It's the kind of bike that you've got to have a real feel for. I have to say, I'm going to take it back tomorrow. I won't have any great regrets about taking it back. I won't miss it that much, but I won't ever forget it.